Hey guys, welcome to Season 2, Episode 23 of Castle. Here we go. Murdered? I don't know. Murders.
The scream pierced the air, falling only on the deaf ears of the dead. Really?
A little too over the top?
I think you've been writing too long not to know that it's I before E, except after C. I do have one note, though. This new character, the robbery detective,
Schlemmy? What about it?
well, he seems like he kind of came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, I can't argue with that.
He's coming off a bit like a doofus.
You think?
I think you should lose him.
If only it was this easy. Thank you for your help, sweetie. I'm so behind on my deadline.
That's because you always find new ways to procrastinate.
So you're putting your real life problems into your work.
Oh, hi guys. I can't stay. I'm just picking up a dress. Chet's taking me to the theater this
Have we
evening.
met Chet?
Well, you
I can't
see
remember.
Trotsky play.
I know we met somebody.
Wait a minute, didn't you audition for that?
What you want is a good, clean shot to take you out before you know it hit you. Not this poor guy. Bullet missed the heart. He didn't die for quite a while.
Looks like he was reaching for the phone to call for help. No. Hang on. This stuff will change your life. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot? It's hot. It's hot.
How do they do that?
Magic of modern poetry. It's like getting a shave from a barber. Matter of fact, that's the tagline. Barber in a can. Huh?
That's probably expensive, huh?
$50 a pop, but it's so worth it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, a man has been murdered here.
And we're honoring his legacy.
Exactly.
It's like Sex in the City, only with boys. Something was stolen from these cases.
What's your committee?
It's still in his hand.
Well, whatever it was very valuable because the killer passed up the plasma TV and the Blu-ray player.
Robbery gone wrong?
No, it was after something specific.
And then, there's this.
Yeah, murderer.
E?
Murderer?
Oh.
Murdery. Murderer.
Murder. Is that Spanish for murder? Murder.
Mur-
The thing I don't get about it is
Murder,
why would a
okay.
thief take the time to write a message out of our Vic's blood?
Especially that message.
Murderer. Murder. Without the D.
Blake, we were hoping that you'd help us with something. The display cases in the living room were broken into and their contents were missing.
Well, that's where he kept his books. He was a collector, rare printings, signed first editions, things like that.
Those could run into the thousands.
Yeah, that could be some of the most...
So it was
Okay.
robbery? Somebody killed him to take his books?
Well, as far as we know, the only thing missing were the books, which suggests the perpetrator went there knowing what he was looking for. Could be he had an opportunity to case the apartment.
Well, the kitchen, I mean, Damien had the entire thing renovated. The place was crawling with workers for weeks.
Killed for a fortune.
I mean, that
So I'll run a work cruise and see if anybody has
could
cars.
be the...
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate your help on this.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
I'm not sure why everybody's jumped to the conclusion that this murder was about the stolen books.
Maybe because they're missing.
The message on the mirror suggests an intention to kill, a motive
Yes.
of some kind. Stealing books
Potentially
is just a
unhinged.
crime of opportunity.
And now who's jumping to conclusions?
I just hate to see anybody waste their time.
The key here is the message, not the books.
I think we should pursue both lines of investigation.
Well, it's your boyfriend.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I jumped to conclusions here.
It's none of your business.
Yo, ran a background check on Wilder.
Oh.
Found this incident report he filed with the police.
Oh.
Somebody vandalized his apartment. Yeah, it turns out that his company was being picketed by animal rights protesters.
But all of his stuff is labeled no animal testing.
The problem was with one of his subcontractors who was doing some of the manufacturing for him. Wilder didn't even know about it.
That's what the message was. It wasn't misspelled, it was unfinished. They were writing murderer.
So you think that one of the...
Yeah.
Sure, one of them had enough with the fake blood, decided I'm gonna send a message using the real thing.
Maybe we should pay Wilder's office a visit and find out more about
Murderer.
this protester.
Okay. So it could have...
The paint throwing incident at Damien's house Thursday night was the last straw. He scheduled a press conference for this morning. He hadn't told anybody, but he was planning to announce a substantial donation to the animal rights movement as a sign of the company's good faith.
But then they got to him
Not
first.
everything they wanted, but they killed him anyway.
Well, to be fair, Miss Jenkins, we don't know that definitively.
The incident on Thursday, was that the first time that Mr. Wilder had been targeted?
Debatable.
Usually they just pick it outside the building.
It got so bad we actually hired a private security firm for a while to run down some of the threats we got in the mail.
Is there a chance we could take a look at the information they developed? It could be helpful.
Anything you need.
Here you go, sir.
I cannot believe that you asked for samples.
She said anything we needed. Besides, it's not for me, it's for Ryan and Esposito.
Don't you mean Charlotte and Miranda?
That would make me carry.
You're so metrosexual for even knowing that.
I only watched that show out of the corner of my eye when my mother had it on. So did not come out right. According to these notes from the private security firm, most of these folks seem like average, everyday, tree-hugging vegetarians. I mean,
Average, everyday tree hugging.
You come up with anything?
There are a handful of recent entries in Wilder's calendar for someone named Natasha. Could be someone that he started dating.
Hey, meet Lance Newman, arrested 5 times for violent agitation. His favorite tool of protest? The bucket of fake blood. Isn't fake blood kind of a staple with these types? Last month he painted the word murderer on a congressman's car because he voted against a fishing ban. When the driver tried to stop him, Newman bashed him in the side of the head with his paint bucket.
You know, I'd like him more if we could find something that would connect him with our Vic.
You mean like the string of violent letters he wrote to Wilder? Sent to his home address?
Nice job, Castle. Let's go pick him up.
Oh, this is the competition right here. Oh my god.
You've got the wrong guy. Look, I told you already. I went to the movie Sunday night.
Yes. We have some running down the aisle. What about Thursday? You got one for them too?
Thursday, I don't remember.
She's like...
Well, then how about you spend the night in lockup? Might refresh your memory.
Last Thursday, I went over there with the paint.
Fair! So you admit that it was you who vandalized Wilder's apartment?
Yes, okay. I threw paint on his stoop. Which is then when I heard him fighting with someone inside, a woman. They were throwing stuff, and I really thought they were going to kill each other.
Did you see who she was?
No, I just heard them yelling.
And what exactly did you overhear?
She said something about being humiliated, and he said something about a gun.
A gun?
You put a gun to my head, I think it was.
Okay, now you're just making stuff up.
He's terrified.
That was
Wilder's assistant on the phone. Apparently, Wilder and Natasha Piper had started dating recently.
the girl from the print heads?
Yep, and she said she was a real piece of work. Tore up a set at a photo shoot a couple weeks ago because they had the wrong bottled water for her.
Oh.
Seems like a good bet she was the one fighting
Anger
the wild,
problems. God.
Maybe she went back on Sunday to get one last word in.
You ready to go?
Ready.
Thought we were knocking it off for the night.
We're just sharing the cab. Night, Castle.
Night.
Damn it, Castle.
I'm sure you would have been terrific in that role.
Oh, you are so sweet. You know something, darling, in life, you just have to accept the fact that not everything is going to go your way.
How long have the two of you been seeing each other?
I don't know. 2 months. Does it really matter?
Fairly enough.
If you ask me, he got exactly what he deserved.
Okay.
Yeah, really. Can you believe that that little toad was cheating on me? Me.
Oh wow, I
Okay,
couldn't
why
even.
don't we just
That's
start from the
insane.
beginning? Where were you the night that he was
Who
killed?
could ever do
On
that?
Sunday, I was in the Hamptons.
Well, we have a witness who says that Mr. Wilder argued with a woman in his apartment on Thursday. Was that you?
No, that wasn't me. So it probably means that he was with her. The bitch that he was two-timing me with, the one from the motel.
What motel?
Ah, he did blog about it. But you ate at the Southampton Grill. I love that place.
Castle.
So,
What motel?
The one in Jersey that I followed him to Thursday morning.
Cheap skank at a rundown motel is actually a better lead than an angry ex-girlfriend. And a much better lead than stolen books.
What was that?
I said, My, don't you gentlemen look clean shaven today?
Yeah, I was
Jamie said my face never felt so
Look at the can.
Okay, guys, got it. I'm gonna call. Case?
Oh, yeah. Nothing unusual in Wilder's financials.
I'm wondering why a man as wealthy as Wilder would choose a cheap motel in Jersey to have
Something
a thing.
sketchy.
Maybe there's more
Possibly.
going on than just a tryst. Corner room, second floor. Who stayed in there last Thursday?
Let's see. Paid cash up front 4 nights. Name was Scarlett O'Hara.
Scarlett O'Hara?
She's a fictional character.
It's that kind of place.
Okay, thanks. Benny's roommate said that he came home from a shift, packed a bag, and left in a hurry.
Is it just me, or is the timing a little suspicious?
Very.
Put a want out for him in the system. He's got to be out there somewhere.
Breaking news. Guess what just turned up for sale online? A first edition Catcher in the Rye and a sign for whom the bell tolls.
I take it those are both items in Wilder's collection.
Bingo! The site belonged to a rare book dealer. It goes by the name of Lucas Canby. He's got a jacket for dealing in stolen property, and last month he was arrested for assaulting another book dealer at an auction that didn't go his way.
So he's got a
People
history
going
of
at each other
violence
because
and
of
possession
books?
Of property?
Care to sit in while I get him to confess to Wilder's murder?
Don't mind if I do.
You care to sit in while I get him to confess to Wilder's murder?
Damn it, Castle.
Where's this homeless guy? Had to be.
Really? You expect us to believe that he broke into Wilder's apartment, killed him for $50,000 worth of books just to sell it to you for $100?
Doesn't add up, pal.
Where were you?
Does not add up.
Home.
I don't think he did it.
Let's have CSU take samples from Lucas's apartment and office, run them against what they recovered.
Might be something that puts him at the crime scene, yeah.
In the meantime, we should check on a story about the homeless guy just in case.
It's a nice day to be out in the park. Buy a hot dog?
They're supposed to be finding that homeless guy. I don't know how they're going to do that when all they can do is make Google eyes at each other.
Beckett's a good cop. She can canvass and make Google eyes at the same
Maybe
time.
we should call the motel, see if Benny's turned up.
I just called 10 minutes ago. Besides, chances are this book guy that Denny's got in the lockup did it.
Oh, don't say that.
No way.
What? Oh, you want to be the one to crack it, not Deming, right?
Well, the guy is not even homicide. Doesn't that bug you? Just a little?
Maybe a little. But that's not why it bugs you, is it?
Yo, just heard back from the phone company. Only one call came into the motel room during the 4 days that it was rented to Scarlett O'Hara. Call lasted 2 minutes. Came in around the same time that Wilder's exit, he went up to the room.
The only one who would have known Wilder was there would have been the woman planning to meet him.
Can't you call and say she was running late?
Hey, well, here's the money part. The call came from Wilder's company.
He was having an affair with someone from work.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the way that
Oh, it's possibly one of those women at the very beginning. Maybe the one that was crying.
Well, we can rule out all the men, since we know Scarlett was a woman.
Yeah, most likely it was the woman that Wilder was fighting with in his apartment.
There's got to be a way we can figure out who it was.
You do a sound lineup.
Sound lineup.
Yeah, we'll bring the guy over to the argument, have him listen to voice samples from all the women on the 3rd floor, see if he recognizes any of them.
Do you do that?
We don't even need to bring any of the women in. We just patch in the voicemail system, pull samples from there.
You guys, if this works, I'll keep you both in shape cream for a year.
Which Marty's already admitted to selling it to him for $100.
Has he admitted to breaking into Wilder's apartment?
Well, that's where things get interesting. His alibi for the break-in is solid. He picked up a few extra bucks at a soup kitchen cleaning up after hours.
Claims he found the books in a garbage can. Says he saw somebody dumping them there a couple hours after a murder.
Which, pretty good bet, that is our
Why
killer.
would you
I'm gonna
dump
sit him down with
that?
the sketch artist now. Come on, Marty.
$50,000 worth of books you're just gonna dump in the trash?
Only 3 more.
Hi, this is Lisa Jenkins. If you've reached this, that means I'm out of the office. Please leave a message.
That's her.
Lisa Jenkins.
Oh, okay, maybe
the woman
not.
we interviewed. You sure?
I knew it was one of those two.
Remember our deal, Castle?
It was Lisa Jenkins. Wilder was fighting with Lisa.
Yeah, right.
What?
That was Marty's sketch of the man he saw tossing the books. Wilder's cousin, Blake.
We don't have from either suspect his motive.
Easy. Lisa's affair with Wilder went south. They could no longer work together side by side, and she didn't want to have to quit her job. Detective Deming.
Could be anything. I don't know, maybe Blake didn't like the fact that Wilder grew up to be more successful than him. Maybe he was sick of getting beat at golf.
Golf? Really?
But to be honest with you,
People
I'm
will
not that
kill for
concerned
stupid
about the motive.
reasons.
I've got an eyewitness that saw him tossing his cousin's prized book collection the night of the murder.
I have a witness too.
That heard Wilder fight with someone 3 days ago doesn't mean anything.
Guys?
At least I have a motive.
Yeah, but you can't put your suspect.
Did I miss the part where you
had no, you
Guys!
This isn't a competition. We've got 2 good suspects. Seems to me that we should bring them in and see what they say.
It's a competition.
Could you tell us where you were Sunday night?
I was out for dinner with some friends.
After dinner?
Can you be a little more specific?
Yeah, I can be a lot more specific. Let's say between 10:34 and 10:52.
I was home. Alone.
Mm.
Though I did step out at some point. My neighborhood has alternate side of the street parking and I had to move my car.
You live, what, 10 blocks down Lex from where Wilder lived? At that hour, the drive would take you 2 minutes.
I suppose. Never really timed it.
Interesting.
How squirrely she got when you asked her where she was.
Yeah, she got
I was
very.
to talk to her doorman. There might be security cam footage that might nail down how long she was gone from her apartment.
You said you were meeting some friends for a drink, something?
Yeah, at McDougan's after 11.
That's about a block away from your cousin's place.
Yeah.
And you say you were at home until you went out to meet your friends?
What if they did it together?
Are you sure about that?
Bought a pack, smoked a few, threw the rest away.
What time was that?
I don't remember.
Well, your ATM will.
You can take a seat.
Excuse us.
Oh man, this guy's sweating.
Yeah,
Bro is sweating.
Corner of 32nd and Lex. Yeah, go ahead, I'll hold it.
Yeah, there she is, leaving her building.
Timestamp says 10:18.
Which would give her plenty of time to jump in her car and get down to Wilder's place by 10:34.
Well, we know that the killer left the crime scene at 10:52, so the question is, when did she get back?
Yeah, got it, thanks. So the bank confirmed Blake's ATM withdrawal.
And?
10:39 p.m. Right smack in the middle of our timeline.
So that means it wasn't him.
Yep. Here she's coming home. Just rewind a little bit.
And what does the timestamp say?
10:47.
That's inside our timeline. That's impossible.
Wasn't her either.
I was so sure. Hey there.
I don't know.
Hi. Oh, Chet had one of his ghastly political functions. I needed my stationery. I'm writing a note to Madge to tell her how brilliant her performance was.
Oh, don't do that.
Why not?
Mother, she's your rival. You should be crushing her, not giving her comfort.
Are you all right?
Last Thursday, you were on duty when a Scarlett O'Hara checked in.
Yeah, I think I remember.
What did she look like?
I would have done her.
Anything else?
Small for her size.
Do you recognize this man?
Yeah, that guy's a total nut bar. Last week, think it was Thursday, matter of fact. He pulls into the motel in a fancy foreign job. He goes straight up to the corner room on the 2nd floor. A couple minutes later, he charges down. Starts asking me all the same questions you were asking me. Who rented the room? What did she look like?
He didn't know.
That's what I said. I told him, if he had to ask me whose room it was, he shouldn't be going in there in the first place. He stomped off, got in his car, he left. Boom. Never saw him again.
And
Okay,
you
that's
weren't either.
a
He
twist.
was murdered Sunday night.
With that kind of attitude, this is not surprising. Well, if I've answered all your queries to your satisfaction, am I free to go?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a Damien Wilder bag.
Who?
That's the guy who was killed. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get it, Benny?
Please, just not so
Where
loud.
did you get
I
it?
found it in the room.
Scarlett O'Hara's room?
After checking on the 4th day, I went up there on account of she never returned the key. The room was like nobody'd even been there. The bed was made. Towels were on the rack. I gave it a quick once-over. Figured I'd tell housekeeping not to bother going in. I found the bag under the bed.
And what was in it?
Money.
What was in it?
There was money. Lots of it.
How much?
75 grand. There.
Did you blow it all, Benny?
It was the best 3 days of my life.
A duffel bag full of cash, an
You
anonymous hotel
freaking
room,
moron.
and Angry Wilder. All of that adds up to only one thing.
It's the only scenario that makes sense.
So the blackmailer contacts Wilder with instructions to meet at the motel at a certain time,
Probably to show him proof of whatever it is she has against him.
but she doesn't want him to know who she is or that she works at his company.
So she calls into the room, makes her demands by phone.
He confronts the clerk, trying to figure out who it is that's extorting him.
At some point in time, Wilder returns to the room with a duffel bag full of cash, puts it under the bed as instructed.
Only Benny makes off with the money before the blackmailers had a chance to pick it up.
Making for one angry blackmailer.
Angry enough to kill.
You'll never be them.
Hey, look! It's her.
You're sure this is the woman who rented the room?
Yes.
Rebecca Strong. She's a lab tech at the company.
Have we seen her?
Cruel eyes.
She does have cruel eyes.
What did she say?
What was I thinking? I should have stayed out of it. It's cry talk. There's not a girl alive who hasn't heard it from a sobbing, heartbroken girlfriend. What should you have stayed out of, Rebecca? The blackmail? You tried to do the right thing? Well, who wouldn't listen? Did you have an accomplice?
Was just me.
Well, then what is this all about?
What?
It's so
When you said that you were trying to do the right thing, did you approach your superiors about the problem?
Yes.
And did Wilder do anything about it?
No.
He came out with a product that has benzodiazepine in it anyway.
Exactly.
How bad is this stuff?
It can cause capillary damage if you use it long enough.
So then you figured if they weren't going to listen to you, why not cash in on it? And then you threatened to make it public if Wilder didn't give you $75,000.
Yes,
Well, you were in over your head, Rebecca.
I know, and I want to make things right if I can.
It's too late for that now.
I know, what if I give it back?
You killed a man.
I still have the money.
You still have the money?
I killed a man.
Damian Wilder.
I didn't kill Mr. Wilder.
You have the money?
There's no
The duffel
freaking...
bag that I got from under the bed.
Wait, the money from the motel room.
$75,000.
The money that Benny found.
I'm surprised she was capable of doing that. There's no chance she
75,000.
could kill them.
It was in her hall closet, just like she said it'd be.
What the hell is happening?
Blackmail payouts? I don't get it. What would happen if Wilder didn't pay the blackmailer?
Well, that would mean letting the capillary damage issue go public.
What if he didn't care? What if he wanted to do the right thing and pull the product, even if it meant a huge financial hit and possible litigation?
Then anyone with a financial stake in the company would have incentive to keep that from happening.
And the surest way to do that would be to kill Wilder and pay off the blackmailer.
So the cousin would have company stock worth a fortune from when he lent Wilder the startup money.
Yeah, but we know he didn't do it.
And then Lisa Jenkins could be looking at criminal liability if it got out that she let a dangerous product go to market.
Yeah, but we know she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't do it either.
Well, something doesn't make sense here.
Castle.
Hey! Oh no, not the shave cream.
Yeah, the shave cream says here right on the can.
It's only get it to come out hot.
Might as well just be shaved with napalm, bro.
Well, she said it only does damage long term. You guys have only used it the one time.
The timeline's wrong.
Exactly. It wasn't time to do any damage.
No, for the murder.
What are you talking about? What's she talking about? Where are you going?
The timeline's wrong.
Apartment. I know who did it. I know who killed him.
Who?
The neighbor? The person who provided the timeline?
The noise outside. You're thinking there was someone else.
Someone who had no idea that Wilder had already been shot. Someone who came in through the back, into the bedroom, and in the dark found a heavy object and bludgeoned him in his bed.
Two killers.
Two.
So it's the second killer who steals the books.
And then getting those books out of this display case.
The
takes a
woman.
few
So
minutes.
you're both right. It was
After
both of
which,
them. They just didn't do
out
it
the door.
together.
And it's 10:52. Lisa and Blake came here separately to kill Wilder, and by doing that, they both inadvertently alibied each other out.
They both
That's
knew it was
wild.
the only chance to stop Wilder before he stepped forward. The press conference he
That's
called.
Wilder.
Not about animal rights. He was about to announce a product recall.
And they each decided they couldn't let that happen. They both killed him. And they both paid the blackmailer.
Which means they both had to raise a lot of money in not a lot of time.
Oh, that's impressive.
We found withdrawals from bank accounts, money market funds, even 401ks. Castle and Deming were right about the two of them all along.
Nice of you to give them both the satisfaction of taking down their suspect.
Well, it's the least they could do. Male vanity being what it is.
One murder, two killers. That's something you don't see every day.
No.
Yeah, that's definitely another one for the record books.
You guys seen Beckett? I wanted to congratulate her. She's the one who cracked this one open.
I think she's in the back processing the charges.
Nice.
Processing the charges, yeah.
Oh, man, all day. Good job closing the case.
Yeah, well, we make a good team.
Good night.
Thanks. Night.
You're gonna burn yourself. No. I thought he was holding down the thing and it was gonna overflow. Castle. Oh, Castle. We will get to the finale next week. Like video coming down below. Subscribe if you have not already. See y'all next time.